Why, hello, and oops. We're having ourselves a rootin', tootin', shootin', highfalutin', old-fashioned unboxing. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we went over to the local Smyths Toys. There we are. There's me and the dog waiting for the Switch 2. And we got our Switch 2 there and then. So, yeah, it's Switch 2 day. And I've got all the Switch stuff. There you go. All of it. I've got the Switch 2. I've got the Piranha plant. This is the camera that's come out, which is done in the shape of the Piranha plant. I've got the Mario Kart World game and a memory card. So look, this is what that looked like. It's lovely. I think I only got this because I like the design of it, and it's done by Hori. It's not an actual Nintendo product. It's like a third-party one, but I only got it because I thought it looked really cool. My son Herb said, "Oh, Dad, that looks really cool." And I said, "Shall I get one?" Because I don't really have any intention. Here we go, just cutting our way in. I have no intention of doing any of the video chat or any of that stuff. I just wanted the Piranha camera, which is probably the saddest thing, I think, to admit. But anyway, we did it. We got it. We don't need it. Well, there we go. So let's have a butcher's hook. As you can see, you guess what's that? Is that instructions? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I can't even. It's too tiny. I don't even know what that says. It doesn't seem interesting at all. So we'll put that back in, and we have this lovely extruded cardboardy type box. And here's your plant pot. It's it's all done by USB-C. They've got a couple of USB-C ports there, and it's got as you can see, my monkey brain. Oh, there you go. That's so you can have it balanced on top of your telly. I think that's a great bit of design. You can have the camera just plugged straight into USB-C. Oh, what's that for? Oh, I don't know what that plugs into. Maybe that's for something. There's your leaves. But yeah, you can plug the Piranha plant straight into the USB-C at the top of the Switch 2 if you so wish. And you just put your. They go there? I don't think they do. No, down the bottom. You're doing it wrong. That's it. That's where it goes. And then you can plug it in, like I said, straight in. And it's got a little modesty. I love that. It's got a little modesty clip, so you can close the mouth so no one can see, and then open it when you want to use it. And it goes in like that. And I just think it's a great bit of design. No other reason. I mean, that's it. But you've also got an extension cable there as well, so you can run it from the Switch 2 to your TV, where you'll have it balanced. So yeah, that's that. Thought we'd look at that first because that's a bit of fun. We'll move on to Mario Kart World. Again, you've got to be careful. There's not much difference in the box style, other than these are more red than the old style. I'd thought maybe if they'd have made the packaging blue, or something a bit more eye-catching, maybe some silver in it. But yeah, Switch 2, it's red. That's the big game. 75 quid. I hope it's is that it? You don't even get a booklet anymore. So yeah, that's the new cartridge. It feels very much like a Switch cartridge in terms of dimensions, thickness, girth. Oh dear, I've got to test the taste. Oh. Trust me, that tastes just as bad as the regular Switch cartridges. I suffer, so you don't have to. And this is the very expensive 250 gigs. I'll get that right. I'll cut this bit out. 256 gigabyte SD Express card, which I think is, well, it's a bit much, isn't it? It's a bit expensive. So we're just going to cut our way in. I'm using the kitchen scissors for this. Oh yeah. This is top quality entertainment. This is why you tune in. You don't get this with the others, you know. Oh no. You get this. Unedited nonsense. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the storage situation is going to be like. I think you've got 256 gigabytes on the unit itself, and then it's expandable. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly you fill up the switch to storage, internal storage. So I always tend to err on the side of caution and, you know, get one of these. You know, I did it with my old one. But yeah, it's got a little Mario on it as well. So look at that. So you know it's for your Nintendo. Very expensive. Everything is. That's it. Thing is this could be like one of the last kind of console launches, as you see. So you know it's mine. It's got my name on it. I bet yours didn't have your name on it. No, not as special as what I am. But yeah, I was thinking about this on the way back from Smyths Toys, that, you know, this could be like one of the final iterations. You know, will there be another one? Is this a gamble for the Switch 2? Will people be interested in this? Because it is expensive, especially in America, because of the tariffs and everything. Anyway, in the future, there was a man called Donald Trump who was president, and he liked to impose trade tariffs on everything. These feel really nice. I like that. Very chunky. And these trade tariffs effed up everything for everyone. And that's for people in the future. But boy, did we have a laugh about it at the time. But yes, so those are your new Joy-Cons. And they feel weighty, they feel chunky. Yeah, I like the feel of those. But I don't tend to use them disconnected like that. I tend to use a Pro controller with telly, and yeah, good mechanisms. Look at that. And these are the ones with the magnetic hinge that, you know, connects them. We're going to try that out. We're going to see how magnetic they are. So here we go. This is it. Yeah, it's weighty. You've got USB-C on the bottom. You've got this new stand, which I'm not too sure about. I like the OLED stand. I like that. Yeah, this always it's a bit like me, a bit stiff. It's a bit stiff, dear. Yes. And satisfying click. I've gone and turned it on. So you got your cartridge slot at the top there, another USB-C volume, on and off. So yeah, I mean, it just looks like a slightly bigger regular Switch, and the SD card slot goes under there, which again I think is standard. Isn't that kind of standard? There you go. And so in it goes. That's it. It's done. So we've got to attach the Joy-Cons. Oh, that was not. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, that was nice. And they feel really solid. And did you? Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Oh God, there's my reflection. Oh, hey, here we go. I can choose the language. Come, wake up, Darren. Wake up. There we go. And yeah, we'll just stick to Europe and that. And we're going to have to, obviously there's going to be an update, there always is, and then we've got to connect it to the old internet. So I'm just going to edit that out, because you don't want to see all the gubbins, and here it is, and connected. It's connected to the World Wide Web, everyone. Look at it, it's doing its thing, its first time. And there we go, we're connected. And of course you've got to wait, and systems time settings, and it's just going to tell you all the stuff you need to be aware of. Take your Joy-Cons off and reconnect them, and that's what we're going to do. See, comes off and then reconnect them, blink, and then off and then reconnect, and then do it again I don't think it liked it. I think you did it the wrong way round, Darren. Need to do the blue one again, mate. Come on, do it again. That's it. There we go. And now it's happy. So yeah, take them both off. So yeah, you get an idea of the size. They're again a bit bigger than the original Joy-Cons. Feel good in the hand. You know, interesting to see if it's got the old Joy-Con drift like it used to have. And yeah, very, very nice. I like that magnetic mechanism. And of course we have the update. There's always an update to download. And whilst we're waiting for that, you can get an idea of what it's like compared to my OLED. It's a little bit bigger. Who'd have thought it, eh? A little bit bigger. There you go. So yeah, not much in it. So yeah, that's it. Now, whilst the update is happening, let's have a look at what else is in the box. So let's move that to one side. Again, you know what to expect if you've had a Switch over the many years. You can have your Joy-Con grip thing, which again, I don't use that, so I'm just going to put that back in the box because I don't use that. I use the Pro Controller. But you get one of those. Oh blimey, it's updated. That updated a lot quicker than I imagined. So there we go. So it's updated. Wake up, little Switch 2. What's going on? Not a lot. Do I need to turn it on? Oh no, it's coming on. It was just a bit sleepy. So yeah, it told me I needed to plug it in, so I had to go off and get the extension lead and for the power brick, which is a USB-C power brick. So yeah, that's fun. And yeah, it just wants me to get ready to pair up with the original Switch. So we're going to do that. So it's going to ask you to do the setup process at that end. Oh, of course, there's an update. There always is. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit, okay? Because we don't need to see this. So it's updated now, and we've got to do the transfer. You've got to set the transfer from the source Switch, the old Switch, the OLED Switch, to be in transfer mode with the Switch 2. And this takes time as well. Of course it does. Everything takes time. And it will ask you, because it will, once you've got to scroll through all the conditions, are you sure you want to do this? Because, if you lose your data, it's not our fault. Those kind of, conditions, because there's always those things. Once you've done all that, it'll ask you to connect it to an AC adapter, which is nice, which is good, because I've set up my extension cable, my multiple extension cable, at the ready, so I can get all the AC adapters plugged in, and that's what we're doing now. We're just getting the AC adapter plugged in, and now the system transfer is ready because everything's juiced up, and we can press start. So yeah, this is going to take a bit of a time. I will be jumping ahead because nobody wants to see the little progress bar moving from left to right in a tedious manner. Yeah, this process takes around 15 minutes, I think it is. Again, that was for my Switch. It might be different for yours. It all depends how many games you've got and what software you've got installed and whatnot. So it doesn't transfer the games over per se. It just kind of oh god, they got the virtual card things. It transfers the virtual card things, and then you have to re-download them again onto your Switch 2, which again, that took me a whole afternoon to do, and update them as well. Some of them needed updates, and so it's quite an involving process. It's not like the old days. Do you remember the old days when you'd come home with your brand new Super Nintendo Entertainment System with your bundled copy of Super Mario World from, I don't know, Curry's or Dixon's, and you'd rush home and you'd plug it into your telly, and you plug the cartridge in and you turn it on, and guess what? It'd work, and you could play straight away, rather than waiting for this to happen and basically being machine minding for most of the morning. You didn't have to do all that, but then you've basically got more sophisticated items. These are like little computers, aren't they, really? And as you can see, it takes a long time. So we're going to skip ahead. So now we've skipped ahead and we're on the home run now. After an inordinate amount of time of waiting for the little bar, it's getting there. Oh yeah. And this is what you've tuned in for. Oh Darren, if only you'd have been more prodigious with your editing, you wouldn't have bored your audience. But here we go. It is now complete. You may now press the home button, and it's like magic. Your Switch 2 looks exactly like your old Switch. Yeah, so look, just the same. You paid 400 quid for this. It's exactly the same experience. As you can see, you've got the virtual card, game card holders there, and they're busy downloading all the games you've got. See, everything's a virtual game card now, so you've got to wait for the downloads to play the game if you so wish. So yeah, you got your full library there. It's like you've got your old Switch, but slightly bigger screen. So I'm sorting them alphabetically because why not? I've got an awful lot of archive releases because that's what you do when you get the latest console. You play all the old games, don't you? Well, I do anyway. And yeah, so what we'll do is I guess we need to play something, don't we? I'm not going to play Mario. Oh no. I'm not gonna play Mario. So I'm just looking to see what we've got going on. I'm gonna play. What shall I play? One of the old ones. What's my favourite old one? Well, until they bring Phoenix out and Arcade Archives, which I don't think they're ever going to do. I'm gonna go back up the top. That one, yeah, a bit of Bobble. See, it hasn't downloaded it yet. So, because obviously there's a queue, there's a download queue. So I'm going to download it first. Again, it's not a big game to download. So it's again, that's another reason I've done this. It's literally going to take a few seconds for it to do its sinful, dirty business. But it's a good example to show what you may or may not have to do. Again, it all depends on what software you've got installed, how big it is. Like I said, I've got a lot of archive material flapping around there. So, yep. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Here we go. It's done, and we're in. It's just like owning a Switch, but you've paid 400 quid for it. Ay. So let's see what it's like. Still connecting to the internet. It always worries me, this Switch. It always worries me that when the servers go down, there's going to be an awful lot of software I can't play. Oops, I've forgotten how to start the game. There we go. That's it. As you can see, it's brilliant, isn't it? Look at the 4K graphics. Oh dear. Don't worry, we'll get onto some Mario in a minute. But yeah, you can see it works perfectly perfect. And I will be happy as Larry playing my Bobble and my Rainbow Islands, etc. etc. So yeah. What shall we do now? I suppose really we should boot up. We should boot up the old Mario Kart World, shouldn't we really? So here we go. So we've got the new cartridge. Here it is. And got this new cartridge door, which is a bit floppy. I don't know how solid that's going to be. Look, it's a bit floppy there, but we've got a nice little metal clip to hold it in. Ooh, maybe that's where the extra cost comes from. It's that little clip there. So yeah, goes in just like the old one and clips in place, and there it is, just like magic. So I imagine there's going to be a software update, because there always is, isn't there? Let's have a look. Oh, you can't redeem any platinum points with these now. They've taken that away. That's a shame. But yeah, there we go. There's a download, as you'd expect, because with Nintendo, there's always downloads on the first day. As you can see, it's not too big. It will never be as bad as getting the the Wii U, and that thing wouldn't work. It wouldn't actually work until you downloaded the first update. And I remember it taking something like 2 to 3 hours. It was just awful. It was awful. But thankfully, this is a bit quicker. I think Nintendo have kind of got their act together since then. But yeah, there will be Mario Kart World action really soon. Just having a sip of coffee there. So you multitask. And we're in. Here we go. It's exciting, isn't it? And there's the game map. Now remember, this is a £75 game. £75 game. I wonder if it's worth the £75. Gee, pretends that, you know, he hasn't played it extensively. Yeah, I've recorded this after the fact, because editing and getting extension cables and things, and also people outside the kitchen, you can hear out our window. So I tend to do the audio separately. A little peek behind the magic of YouTube. But yeah, I mean, it looks nice. It looks like Mario. I mean, what can you say? It just looks like a slightly sharper version of Mario Kart 8. Now for me, Mario Kart 8 is the high watermark. And this is going to have to do amazing things to surpass the sheer joy and I just think it's the perfect Mario Kart game. I mean, some of the others are good. I've always thought they missed out by not incorporating like double dash features. So some of the other features that were missing. And with this one, I was hoping that they might do that in the future. You know, I'm hoping, because it is a £75 game, that over time they'll release more courses. I mean, that's an impressive course. It's based on Donkey Kong, the level of Donkey Kong, and that is really impressive to scale. But yeah, I'm hoping that they release more courses in the future or unlock more parts of the map, and maybe, even unlock like the double dash features. You can play that. That'd be really cool, especially because there are so many selectable characters in this. I think it would certainly owe itself to that. But yeah, it feels like Mario Kart. It plays like Mario Kart. It's, look, it does all the things. It's Mario Kart, isn't it, really? Now, again, this is, I've played some of the other titles on this, and they really should have had Tears of the Kingdom as a launch title. If they'd have just waited a couple of years, if this had have been launched with Mario Kart and Tears of the Kingdom, I think there would have been much more buzz about the launch, but it didn't quite go like that. And so we've only got this. This is the launch title, and I don't know if that's enough for most Switch fans to sustain them, because many people aren't Mario Kart fans. They like other titles, but again, I think with Nintendo, well, again, it's a bit like the original Switch launch, which launched with Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch. Again, that was your choice. So yeah, Nintendo, I don't know. I don't think they've ever successfully launched a console for a good few years now. I mean, it's always been a bit patchy. I mean, yeah, the Wii was, because it had Wii Sports. That was the pack-in game and the reason to buy. But you've got to go back to like those packs with the SNES, with Super Mario World, which was really a killer app. I don't know if this is the killer app. I've had a go, with the free roam mode, and it's fun. There's things to unlock, there's things to find, but it does feel like a bit of an empty environment. It's not like you can get out and explore. You can't jump out your car and have a walk around and stretch your little green legs. I think that might have been a cool idea, but like I say, it's early days. Never underestimate Nintendo, because you'll say, "Oh, I think this is a load of cobblers," and then they'll do something amazing. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, to me, this feels like just a refresh of the Switch. There isn't a great technological jump, in terms of graphics and processing power, because again, that would put the price right up. But it is, an upgrade. It's an update to the Switch ecosystem. And we've got to see, just what happens there. As you can see, look, the graphics are great. And this isn't even an OLED screen. So there'll probably be an OLED screen coming as well. Now, that's it. That was going to be the end. We're going to quickly have a look at the dock, because I didn't have a chance to look at that before. Here it comes. Here's the dock. It's a bit chunkier. It's a chunky one. And it's got this nice rounded back, but it's got all the functionality of like the original Switch dock. You've got some USB 2 ports there. They're probably US 3, but they're USB 2 shaped, if you know what I mean. And you've got your HDMI, your USB-C in power, and a network port as well. So you can hard network it up as well. So yeah, and it's significantly bigger, but I think the rubbery base needs to be a bit more rubbery, because it does slip around a bit on my speaker. But there will be more. There's extra. It was going to be the end, but I got something came late in the post, so we got some extra. Yeah, we got a Switch 2 case, the official one from Nintendo. These are usually, I mean, I always have one. I always get one of these just in case I'm taking the Switch upstairs. Seriously, I put it in the case. And if I'm playing in bed, when I'm finished with the night, I put it in its case and put it beside the bed, just in case I have an accident and it falls off the bed and I don't want to damage it. So you get your instructions. It needs instructions because It's also got a screen protector. This comes with a screen protector, official Nintendo screen protector, but I'm not going to try and do that on camera because it could get messy. I shall do that privately in my own time. But yeah, here's the case. Oh no, I do not like those. I do not like those danglers. They've copied the colour scheme of the Switch 2. Just a couple of zips would have been nice, little zip ends. I don't need danglers like that. Kind of announces what you've got, doesn't it, really? But anyway, the Switch 2 fits in and zips up thusly. There you go. It's a good solid case. It's again, it matches the original Switch case that Nintendo put out. I like it. It's good for my needs. Though, you know, if you were travelling, you might want something that's a bit more. I think it might even be the hard case or something like that. But this has also got some extra functionality because here you've got a little pouch, and there's some little pockets for your games. Yes, you can store a number of games cartridges, game cards, I suppose we call them now, in those slots. So we'll take Super Mario Kart World, and we'll put it in its little game slot. There you go. So it's got extra functionality. You can put your favourite games in there when you're on the move, and there. That's it. Oh, but it doesn't end there. By Jimmy, it doesn't end there at all. We have more. We have more because I want to give you more. We're going to go for the epic unboxing of this. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. It's the official Nintendo GameCube wireless controller. Again, with the Switch 2, launch of the Switch 2, also saw the Virtual Console edition of the GameCube, which had some interesting games on there. Soul Calibur 2 featuring Link. You had a Zelda. Oh god, I can't remember which one it was now. There's a Zelda game. It's the one where he's in the boat, and oops-a-daisy. Ignore that. And there's also F-Zero GX, which is eye-meltingly fast. But this is great. I've been waiting for this a long time. I collect the official Nintendo controllers. I've got the SNES one and also the N64 one as well, which is good because when I'm playing, when we're all playing like multiple games, oh look, it's got a C button, the chat button, and the home button is there. It's upside down. Oh no, it isn't. If you hold it that way around, it's the right way around. But it's good to have these controllers because when we're playing Mario Kart multiplayer, the kids will get their own fancy controller. So that's why I've got multiple. Oh look, there's one there as well. But yeah, very clicky. Very nice. It feels just like a GameCube controller. And you can tell because listen to those. Listen to the trigger switches. They're really clicky too. So very nice reproduction. My GameCube when I got it was a black one. I had a black one. Yeah. I liked the GameCube, but I ended up selling it because I was an early adopter, and like a lot of Nintendo consoles, you had to wait ages for software. But you get a charging cable in the instruction. Don't need that because I got one already plugged in to the Switch hub. And there we go. That's it. I gave you more. I gave you the GameCube controller and whoops, the Switch 2 official soft case as well. There you go. So there we go. An added extra. An Easter egg, I think they call that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you've enjoyed all of it. Ta-ta.